Well, share your love of public art by entering the Dancing for Joy photo contest. You might remember last year when we first showed you these 20-foot bamboo egrets in Back Cove created by the Myth Makers.
Well, now you have a chance to be featured in a mini exhibition, and the deadline is coming up. Here to tell us more about the sculpture and photo contest are Meg Adams and Sandy Shapiro-Hurt from Tempo Art. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
We've been in love with these sculptures ever since they got installed. Can you tell us more, first off, about what the response has been to the egrets since they appeared at Back Cove?
I think the response has been super positive. I have gotten tons of emails from friends, and also on social media there have been a lot of posts. People have even emailed in to Tempo Art, and actually a lot of people have contributed to Tempo Art because of how excited they are by the egrets.
Wow.
Yeah, every time I walk around Back Cove or I drive by, there's always somebody taking pictures of it or taking a selfie with it in the background, like all the time.
Yeah.
What inspired you guys to put this photo contest together?
Well, Tempo gives the gift to Portland of public art, which isn't always accessible to people, either financially or just time-wise. So when these went up, we were seeing people looking at them, and people see them in very different ways. They can inspire people spiritually, politically, artistically, ecologically. And when we were hearing people's kind of interpretation of what it meant to them, we had the idea of doing a photo contest to reflect some of those feelings that people have about the birds.
Yeah, I can see when you look at it, you can take that, like you said, politically, like they're not agreeing on some kind of issue, or maybe it's a couple arguing, right? I mean, you can take anything out of that, right?
Absolutely. It even has an environmental message.
Yeah.
Somebody had mentioned, what happens if sea levels rise with the pieces there, and the artist said that's all part of the message of, there are all kinds of beautiful messages woven through what the birds represent.
Interpretations, absolutely.
And egrets aren't native to Maine. So, they're like other people who have moved here.
Yep.
So it's, within the story is we welcome everyone who comes to Maine, which is really a lovely thing, and that's sort of tied to Valentine's Day and love. The other thing is the artist made this statement, which was there is no bad photo.
Oh, I love that.
And so that sort of prompted the idea of the photo contest.
Well, it is a contest, so what can we expect the winner or winners to receive?
So there are gift cards to Portland Paddle and to a food co-op. Also, there will be 3 winners, different age categories to kind of satisfy everybody in Portland. And the winners' photos will be up at Coveside Coffee, which is a wonderful coffee shop that's near the egrets. So that'll be fun.
People can submit 3 photos each. So they could, take one photo with their children and decide that they want to take a photo of themselves in their running shoes, and, just really have a good mix of different artistic input.
Yeah.
Love it.
When people are walking out there, they want to take their phones or their cameras out there. What are you guys looking for? Any tips you can give wannabe photographers out there like me,
Good question.
Yeah, so different angles, interesting cropping, how you crop the photo. I joked around with a friend of mine who had kids that you could get really creative, like the kids could spell out love in the snow, you can do little fun, unusual things like that. And
lighting, you can see with this photo, the lighting just really brings in a beautiful element.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So you got to wake up early for the sunrise shots, right?
Yeah.
Or the sunset, yeah, exactly. And we are asking people not to climb on the structure or really touch it at all, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Preferably, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about the Myth Makers and their skills and talents and how you kind of connected with them?
Yeah, so the Myth Makers are actually from outside Boston. They are a partner team, and most of their sculpture is sort of similar to what you're seeing here, different types of birds. I don't know. They're great.
Lovely
They're
people.
lovely. They're hilarious, actually. Everyone who's met them has really enjoyed them. They love Tempo Art because of the fact that we have programming connected to the work, and so they love that that's built into
Awesome.
Yeah, talk about how important art is to a community. Even this, so many people drive by this, walk by this, and see this. And I know there's so much art around town, whether it's a mural or a sculpture out there. How important is it for a community?
I think it's crucial for a community. I think that, you know, we continue to kind of become more and more divided collectively, and it just feels like this is public art is one thing that can bring everybody together. You know, it's not always easy to get to a museum. It's not always accessible financially. It's not always easy to get to a gallery opening. But if you're out for a walk or you're coming out of Hannaford and it's right there, it just inspires people to take that moment in their day. It could be an hour, it could be 3 minutes to just absorb something beautiful and see how it makes them feel. And that, I feel like that's more important than ever right now.
It really does make you feel something, especially when you're there in person and seeing how big they are. They're just beautiful. And you were saying they are going to be around for a little bit longer, correct? So people can enjoy?
Yeah, so they will be up for another year.
Awesome.
Or well, more than a year actually, a little over a year. And I think I may have mentioned this, but they're going to be lit up for the second year, which is really exciting.
And one thing I wanted to ask, we have like 10 seconds.
Oh.
How long did that take to build?
Oh, about, I don't know, 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
They had a
And
big
they have a warehouse.
space.
Yeah. So they built large portions of it and then brought it on site and put it together on site. And 2 students who are art students actually helped them because they needed help to get it
Amazing.
up and together. So.
And real quick, your website, just so people can enter the photo contest and find out the rules. Here we have it.
Yeah, it's right there on the screen.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having
it.
us.
Yeah, we've both
Thank
taken
you.
lots of pictures. I think I got to
Yes,
work
I
at my
have some.
talent a
Good,
little
well,
bit
we
more, okay?
expect to see submissions from both of you.
Maybe an ARC Maine photo.
There
That
you
would be
go.
fun.
Yeah, I'm looking
All
out
right.
there.